yesterday facing a budget shortfall of at least $12 million, possibly unable to meet payroll obligations. The Isaac Elementary School District in West Phoenix was placed under state control by a unanimous vote of Arizona's State Board of Education.
So what's the path forward for this district that serves 5,000 K-8 students? Joining us is State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Tom Horne. Mr. Horne, thanks for being with us. What are the next steps here? How long will they be under state control, and what happens to the Isaac School Board?
So, first of all, it's a pleasure to be with you. When the seriousness of the problem was discovered, we called an emergency meeting of the state board, and they voted unanimously for my motion to have a receiver take over the school district. During that hearing, the Maricopa County treasurer, testified that he felt that the district had been dishonest with him in getting loans to cover their bills, that they had moved money around, and he thought there'd been wrongdoing. So a receiver takes over. He can overrule any decisions by the state board. He can have total personnel control. He can fire anybody that he wants to. And the history of receivers has been very positive. They've every single one has been able to take the school district out of its problem and pay back the counties. Most recently, we had one in Yuma County. The problem that we have is that there's a payroll due in a week from next Tuesday, I guess, and there's no money to make the payroll. So we have asked, and the treasurer, the Maricopa County treasurer, doesn't want to advance any more money because he feels that's good money after bad. We can support the idea that they can advance the money to make payroll and cover bills for a while, and that it will be paid back. So the decision rests with the Maricopa Board of Supervisors. We've requested an emergency meeting of the Board of Supervisors prior to the time that the next payroll is due. We haven't gotten an answer yet, and I'm asking everybody I know that knows supervisors to contact them and ask them to please set an emergency meeting sometime next week. And I've told the treasurer that he doesn't need to take a position, that the Department of Education will take responsibility for making the case to the Board of Supervisors that the money can be paid back and will be paid back. If they don't call a meeting, disaster will strike, because if they can't make payroll, we have a teacher shortage. Other districts will be happy to hire the teachers and make payroll. The school district will close, and you have 5,000 sets of parents looking for an education for their kids. There won't be room for them nearby, and this is a poor part of town, so that a lot of them can't afford transportation to send them further away. So
what a mess!
It'd be an unbelievable catastrophe, and we're asking the Board of Supervisors to treat this as the emergency it is, and set a meeting for sometime next week. We hope they'll comply with that. If they don't, there'll be a disaster.
All right. Are we looking at any other school districts in Arizona that could be worrying you for the same reasons, or is this an outlier?
This is an unbelievable outlier. We've never seen anything remotely comparable to this. We have seen other districts overspend their budgets, and we have appointed receivers for them. And as I mentioned, every case came out well. The county was paid back for the money it advanced. And in the case of the one in Yuma County, it's the Antelope District, the county advanced money even before there was a resolution to appoint a receiver. Here, the state. I'm very proud of the state board. On very short notice, they showed up and voted, and so that the county can be assured there is a receiver in place, and he will take all the actions necessary to be sure that they're paid back the money that they need to loan in the short term.
Real quickly, we have just a moment left. We're talking to the State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Tom Horne, about the Isaac Elementary School District being put under state control. What happens to the Isaac School Governing Board? Do they have any control at all anymore? Are they going to be disbanded? What's their future?
Well, there's no power to disband them, but any decisions can be overruled by the receiver. So essentially, they stay in their office, which is a volunteer office. They don't get paid for it, and they have no power.
Okay, you've pulled their teeth, essentially. We appreciate the time. State Superintendent of Public Instruction Tom Horne with us here on the KTAR Newsline.
Thanks for watching Arizona's Morning News. Click to watch more from KTAR News and hit the button in the middle to subscribe.